you see the importance to reason with a biorefinery approach, and to use also, to try to use all the byproducts we can obtain from a raw material. Relating to silk, there was a very amazing result yesterday in the discussion about LCA, because in the database, in the official database, Eco-Environment, called Eco-Environment, Eco-Invent, sorry. Scusate. In this database, silk results the most polluting fiber compared to synthetic fiber, or also compared to line and jute and so on. But with an enormous amount of impact compared to the other fibers. And this is very strange, and they told us, the experts, that this data is based only on Chinese data about silk, because China is the... but I don't think it's possible that there is so large a difference between silk and the other fibers. Well, now we were waiting for Mattia Pellegrini. Mattia Pellegrini is the head of unit from waste to resources of DG Environment, but Mattia Pellegrini cannot to stay here because they are changing all the roles inside the DG Environment just in these days. So I would leave the floor to Marco Benedetti. Marco Benedetti, it's your role. Marco Benedetti is a vice president of Chimica Verde Association and is a technological consultant for various textile firms, Italian and foreign firms, and we'll do a kind...
Un secondo solo potete attendere, perché c'è un problema tecnico sia nella registrazione che dalla Zoom e non sentono l'audio.
We have to wait because there's a technical problem.
Qui delle impostazioni,
Devi firmare la cosa. No, non te lo do.
Non sentono niente da casa.
You cannot speak. You cannot speak now.
Ok, I speak later.
Dov'è le foglie di presenza?
USB podio, ok, speaker. Sopra sono tutte e due USB podio.
Allora dobbiamo chiedere.
Dove è finito?
Nuovamente.
No, il foglio relatori. Il foglio dei relatori. Risolto?
Sì.
Ok.
Grazie.
Marco, is your floor.
You'll see my face 2 or 3 times today, so be quiet, don't worry. I'm quite a clown in this case. I want to make a show, first of all, to explain what we are talking about. So, assistants, please.
Faccio un'altra roba allora.
Marco Benedetti comes from Prato. Prato is famous for wool recycling.
Okay, from this. Yes, I do. Okay, the idea of this conference is also my own, okay? Because I'm a technologist, I'm also teacher in ITS, in Cosmos, in Vicenza area. And as a technologist, my role is to support the companies to develop product. But in this case, not only because I'm coming from Prato, but in this case, we are thinking, or we need to find the solutions to an enormous problem. That is the problem of the textile waste. In this, what I introduce you here, it's a development that's making combination with the recycling atelier, but I'm on critical, that's talk later. But it's exactly what I mean when we talk about recycling, reuse, regeneration, in agreement with the idea of the European Community, the European Commission, that's issue a textile strategy on March 23, last year. In this case, from denim, West denim. Denim is the most popular product and the most important in the world. They are also plan to develop for more than 300% in the next 3-4 years, according to the Statista informations. And from collecting waste, especially from fast fashion, H&M, for example, is collecting the waste, the denim, for a new one, they give you the denim back, they send it to Turkey. Turkey make a reopen with the fiber, or shred, or tiri, and get the fiber back. In order to, from fibers back, we need to reproduce yarn, we need to produce garments again. This looks simple, but because of the textile industry, it's very complicated. It's not an online process. It's a very fragmented process. So when we talk also about production, textile production, garments production, and then recycling, we need to think of enormous impact on the environment. Everybody's thinking about sustainability, but sustainability, as we said yesterday, is something that you need to measure. Cannot be only sustainability just a word. Everybody is now talking about sustainability in the fashion area, especially fast fashion. But sustainability is a number. It's a number coming from different research, different study, different calculations. But anyway, the problem is, according to European Community information, we have 11 kilos of textile waste for each one of us, 400 million people, every year. But there is another problem. In the meantime, we have under 30 billion new fiber coming in the market every year. And we are 8 billion, almost 9 in the next years. So therefore, we have huge quantity of fiber, that's 65% synthetic fiber, because of performing, or because they're cheaper. But then we have 25% almost cotton. The rest are shared in different percentage, different type of artificial fiber from cellulosic base, like rayon, more known as the viscose, but remember this viscose was a brand. Rayon, lyocell, tencel, I mean cellulosic fiber. So, do you have an idea what is meaning? 130 million tons of fiber every year. If you consider that one T-shirt could be under 10 grams, means that eight T-shirts for each one every year, plus what is the most important from my point of view is recycling the existing one. Because since cotton remain cotton, and wool remain wool, and polyester remain polyester, the fiber himself, it's recyclable. It's reusable. Must secure a second or third life. So in all this big number behind, we have no regulations. We have nothing to say what is the meaning of sustainability, what is the meaning of fiber, biological, biodegradable, but by what? Eco. I've been the first one that's introduced in the 1993 the organic cotton. It's a bio-cotton, it's biodegradable, or it's bio-cultivation, biotechnical cultivations without pesticide or other. What is the meaning? Okay, this is the problem we have in front. And this is the reason why I, together with my association and the Feder Canapa, we think about this conference. I don't want to, first of all, you need to understand the numbers behind. But then we need solutions. We need more than idea. We need solution how to reuse. Okay, we can prove that so we can do something better than 10 years ago. Even if I'm coming from Prato, it's recycling wool since more than 150 years. In the last 50 years after the Second World, it's been a big boom because Prato started recycling the wool from the army suit, from the armies. From all over the world, it came to Prato containers of garments. But the wool is only 3% of the total fiber produced in the world. 3%. So almost nothing. That is important because it's especially cashmere or other so-called proteinic fiber are very important for the quality and for the fashion. But then my problem today as a technologist is to find a way to reuse such a product, such huge quantity. I say huge so many times. To move all this new fiber producer in the world, mainly synthetic in Asia, cotton in Asia, a part in the United States and part in South America. But then we need more than around that, because I make quick calculation, 300,000 truck moving 40 tons a day for each one. So we don't talk about, no, I need to talk, sorry. I need to talk also about some problem we have in textile. As I say, it's very fragmented. According to some calculation, if we start with 1 kilo of fiber at the beginning of the A cycle, the first cycle, when they arrive to the end, let me say a textile, a fabric, 20% are already lost on the road. Because the fragmented start and stop, the waste, the mistakes, there are many. So 80%, 20% are lost. When I make, for a magazine, I make a study to calculate the impact of my t-shirts, maybe gadget t-shirts from rock festivals, coming to Florence, a t-shirt that's very, very cheap, so mix polyester cotton, and I make a calculation from where the raw materials had been pumped up, like a polyester, or cultivated, like India, then moved to China, then moved to Bangladesh for making, then send it to Italy. I mean, 39,000 kilometers for a stupid t-shirt, 60 cents of t-shirt. That's the key of the today conference. And apart the low missed, we need to push it up. But apart this, apart we have a lot of technicians, we have a lot of solutions, we need to find applications, especially for this bloody mix cotton polyester. I say bloody because it's the use of polyester to make it cheaper, not to make performance. So therefore, we have a lot of products to recycle, reuse, put in the market, create a nice fashion design, and then we need to recycle again. We need to plan the end life. This is the first point of the circular economy. So we need to start thinking this sweater, when at the end of their story, because it's broke, what's happened to the raw materials? Just going to burn it up, or can be recyclable? Again, that is the problem. But this is proven that we can do that. The technology is behind. Today we will listen some updated technology that's help this system. But then in the meantime, because I need to mention this, in the meantime, we need to reconsider the quality and the technical performance of any fibers. Technical performance means to understand the mood of the fibers. Sometimes we use polyester only because it's cheap, not because it's performing. I don't want to mention any brands. But most of the case, some of the products are made without any meaning, technical meaning, just because they're cheap. So I can buy 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I use just one. This, for you guys, for you young guys, this is not acceptable anymore. You need to fight for this, because the future is yours. You need to understand. I just want to mention the hemp. I know because it's not because it's pushing me to talk about the hemp, but is the hemp? Yesterday we have a workshop. Hemp, especially considered because it's natural. I don't want to listen anymore this story. I want to listen that it's performing. All the fiber has own properties, performing fibers. In Turkey, you can go to see, for example, company Bossa. You see that they are recycling denim, and in one of the technology we introduced today is an innovative technology called the fibering. They mix hemp instead of polyester. Not because it's hemp, not only because it's hemp, a very natural, very, very good sound, but because it's performing, because it's the battery static, because it's high resistance, because they are performance, and then is good hand, good feeling. So I say, and then this is my conclusion of my first time, I say that now we need to consider this way of thinking, not only because it looks like nice, or I looks like nice, but because it's sustainable, because helping me to be warm or to be cold. And with the technology, we can also make a good, nice look. But we need to start thinking differently from the problem we created. My generation invented a lot of things, but we created trouble. And now we need to solve the trouble. And this is the meaning of today. And maybe hope next year and next year to find a new solution, especially with a big hope that European government, European community publish an issue and law that's clarify the meaning of some terminology, like starting from sustainability, or starting from what is means organic, what it means eco, what it means LCA, and so on. It's just an hope. I know that there are big pressure behind. But this is the reason why you today, and I'm very happy to see many, many young students, and hope to have a really successful conference.
Thank you. Thank you, Marco. related to hemp, another amazing result of yesterday's discussion was that in this database, EcoInvent database I mentioned before for silk, in this database there is no hemp. Hemp is not considered in this database. And this is a great problem for hemp fiber because with the new European regulation, the industry could manage just the fiber present in this database, because in this database you have the data about the LCA of every fiber. But if hemp is not in this database, hemp cannot be calculated. This is a big problem, and we must afford it in next months before the regulation becomes definite law.